Warning! What's going on? It's Joey Boy, The Morning Mess. So listen, it was an interview, Cinco de Mayo. There might have been some Don Julio involved, so we gotta let the parents know. Parental advisory, explicit content. Just a forewarning.
Yeah!
All right, happy Cinco de Mayo, Morning Mess. How you doing? It's Joey Boy.
Hi, it's Anish.
It's Gina.
And it's Carla.
We got special guests.
Is your name Denise?
Anish.
Oh, I thought you said Denise.
You know, I might have to do that.
That could be your alter ego.
It's a
Yeah,
motherfucking
you get fierce.
remix! Anish, his new name is Denise. All right, let's try this over.
When he gets fierce, he's Denise.
Hi, it's the Morning Mess, Joey Boy.
Hi, I'm Denise Huxtable.
Special guest. Wait, let's get into it. Little John.
Yes!
Cheers.
Oh.
Here we go.
Chico.
There you go.
There it is.
Now, this is their first time trying 70. Now, watch, it's going to let it linger
Lingers.
Yes. Wait,
Yes.
I love that.
That was good. That was
There's a
smooth.
little sweetness
We talked a
to
little
it.
earlier. Me and John are tequila connoisseurs.
Yeah.
Orange wedge with cinnamon is the way to go.
Yes, if you're going to, I usually just go, like, if I drink this on the rocks. But if you're going to take something after the shot, the orange wedge and the cinnamon works, definitely.
I've never had the 70. I've had the 42. What's the difference in 1942 and the 70?
Well, 42 isn't in Yeho. It's a higher tier in Yeho.
Okay.
They put it through more tests to, filter out, the crap. Some tequila, they just do, like, say 2 or 3 things.
Those are scientific terms, by the way. They filter out the crap.
Yeah. So Don Julio has, like, 100 checks before it can
wow.
go to be 1942.
Got you.
So, but with this 70, this is also an añejo, and it was the first white añejo. What they do is charcoal filter it, and that removes the color, but it also makes the tequila smoother.
So it's
There you go.
segregated is what you're saying.
God.
It's a little bit of segregation going on, Don Julio.
What the hell? Where did that come from?
This is our morning every day, so there you go. What the hell?
And this is what I was going to ask about, too. So you have watermelon and pineapple here, and I know we could do orange to go with it, but would you
Watermelon,
recommend?
pineapple works too. Great.
Really?
It gets rid of the taste right away. No harshness.
Okay, good. And
Well,
then,
Sweetness.
and then there's some other stuff that I see over here, too. So it's not just Don Julio, it's Hennessy.
That's
and then
just for whoever else is around.
Oh.
We got whatever you want. You come hanging out with us. You want Hennessy? We got Hennessy. We got Ciroc.
You're so
we got
hospitable.
champagne.
Yeah.
I
And-
also see that you have luxury softness T-shirts up there.
Yeah, because I sweat. When I'm DJing, it's like I'm really working.
Not in Phoenix.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
in Phoenix.
Yeah, anywhere. So we got the T-shirt, so when I come off stage, I can put something on.
Yeah.
Because I'm soaking wet, literally, when I'm done.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's Cinco de Mayo. Happy Cinco de Mayo, by the way.
Yes. Happy Cinco de Mayo.
You must have some crazy, not just stories, but Cinco de Mayo stories. Because here's the thing,
I don't
little
remember.
John,
You don't remember.
essays.
Speaking of not remembering,
There you go. Well, you know what? We're just gonna get it. Essays.
it's just me and you.
It's just me. and you.
Who's drinking?
Who's drinking? I'm drinking
Well,
with John.
You know what? And
Yeah.
Joey's
You're
going to
driving,
have...
so you're not.
I'm
Thank
driving
you.
too.
All
Denise.
right. I got a babysitter.
Denise is not
Denise,
driving?
you're not drinking.
Denise is driving.
Denise Huxtable's not.
I don't want the D in my
there
name
you
to
go.
be for DUI,
To my-
so
there
I'm
you
good.
go. Little Juan.
Did you not drink your first shot? Why you got so much?
No, she did. She did
You
drink
did
it.
this.
Yes.
You
know
did
what?
this.
You
Not
did this.
me.
You know
You
what I
did
also
this.
do? Put a bunch of those pineapples in there. Let
All
it
right.
soak in.
All right.
There
I
we
like
go.
this.
That's
I
gonna be
like
fire.
this.
Then
Oh
you
my
just take a
God.
sip.
We're
I'm
gonna take
jealous.
this sip. Do you have a crazy Cinco de Mayo story, or a Mexico
I got
story?
A lot of Mexico stories.
A
Spring
Mexico,
break.
please. All right, let's take this shot, and we're coming back with a Little John Mexico story. All right, here we
I'm
go.
sipping.
Here we go. A Mexico story from Little John. Here we
Pa
go.
abajo, pa dentro, or that's how it
go.
goes, right?
Yeah, that's close enough.
Craziest Little John DJing or performing in Mexico story. Here we go.
Why you come grab the bar? Oh, you didn't realize we had 2 bottles. Okay. All right, cool. We're just gonna take our bottle. Open the other bottle.
Mid-interview, just...
Craziest Cinco de Mayo. It doesn't have to be Cinco de Mayo. Mexico story.
Well, I've been doing spring break in Mexico since probably early 2000s. So I've just seen like, man, just boobs. Like I used to like be crazy, and I'd go like if this club is 5,000, 7,000 people.
Wow.
I would go down and stand on the bar and give everybody shots in their mouths and shit. Like,
Oh.
crazy. I mean, and like we literally have to fight through the crowd
Wow.
to get to the bar, and it's literal pandemonium. And so that's what I can remember. But I'm sure it's more. But just crazy. And then
Uh-oh, here it is. Breaking news. He just remembered.
So imagine the stage is like 30 foot high,
Okay.
and people are like at the bottom, and I'm like pouring shots from 30 feet, like 2 stories down into people's mouths. Not 30 feet, but like.
But
there.
you're high up
Yeah.
there.
About 20, 30 feet.
2 stories.
Wow.
Like down into their mouths from the stage.
Does it actually make it in their mouth?
Oh, yeah. I'm good.
He's good
That
like that.
aim.
Wow. Okay.
They don't call me Skeeter for nothing.
Oh my gosh.
Ski.
No, 'cause I can spray champagne really well.
Oh, that's.
Oh.
That's
Thank
what
you
we
for
call it nowadays.
clarifying.
No,
I was
mean,
worried.
I spray champagne a lot. I've been spraying champagne since. Well, we used to spray beer bottles in the crunk days, so it was like Heineken or whatever. We just shake it up and spray it and just get the crowd crazy. But yeah, I've become a expert marksman with champagne and beer bottles.
I remember back in the days. I've been in the radio game quite a long time. They call me old. It's okay. I embrace it. Listen, you and your crew sent me crunk juice, and remember crunk juice?
God.
We used to get the vodka and put it with the crunk
Yeah,
juice.
that's
Woo!
where crunk juice came from. It was.
Yeah, deliver us crunk juice right
Yeah,
to Suite
yes.
37. Yes.
So yeah, we used to mix. It was actually we used to do Hennessy and crunk juice sometimes.
Wow.
Hennessy and crunk, but it was vodka and crunk.
Yes.
That's where crunk juice came from, because that's where we just came up with the term from just putting it together.
Where did the crunk derive from? Where did it come from you, or was it a staple in your community? Like, where did crunk?
That's
the
just a
term from?
word that people use in the South like forever, and then we just was like, okay, what we do is get people crunk, so we're gonna call our music crunk music. Like nobody else was coining that phrase for like a genre or what they do,
Right.
Like in the sense of the way we did it. But yeah, so we just started calling what we do crunk music. We were like, we don't have no book of rhymes. We can't freestyle. We ain't
Right.
trying to freestyle. We just come to get people crunk and turn the fuck up. So that's how it started, and then the album came out. We named one of the albums Kings of Crunk. And
Yes. Very
so
familiar.
it was stamped it.
Yes.
And crunk is in the dictionary, I think, now. So
It was. I remember it came out in dictionary. When's the last time you performed Lovers and Friends?
me and Usher were on tour. When was that tour? November. Yeah, so he actually hired me to be his musical director. So I revamped and did his entire show, changed it up, made it crazy. We were going to Australia. So we did stadiums in Australia.
Wow.
So we did about 8 shows, and it was 50,000 was the most, 50, 40, 30s. And yeah, we did Lovers and Friends every show.
Shout. That's my favorite part. Shout. I'm waiting for this question. So, we kind of prep before interviews. Not really freestyle. We usually freestyle our interviews. But Gina said, I got the heater.
Ooh.
I got the heater question for Little John. So I'm waiting. All right, everyone.
Okay.
Mike's to
Thank you, please. Yes. Okay.
Here we go.
Calm down. Calm down.
Press
All right,
conference?
So,
No, I did not.
my goodness.
No,
Okay,
it's
so I
okay.
have to ask. So your son DJing now?
Yeah.
He's actually been doing that for
He
a
just
while.
turned 21. I'm
Yeah.
fucking old. Shit.
He turned 21. He's in the music scene. You are in the music scene. You still are, obviously. What's something that you never want your son to do that you did? Being in this business.
I mean, I didn't never do anything too crazy. I was kind of always. I mean,
That you remember.
Realistically,
I say we gotta take
how
another
many
shot
times
to
have you
that.
heard about me being in trouble?
That's
and
true,
doing
though.
anything
Yeah.
Very true.
In the press that's crazy. I always thought about stuff before I did it, and I'm not like a lot of these rappers that's high on everything. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
I'm just drinking. I get crazy on alcohol, but
Right.
when you're high on all this other stuff, you don't really realize what you're doing. You're in a daze and in a haze. But yeah, I guess I just I think about stuff before I get too out there.
Right.
And so I would let him just be himself, because that's how you learn and grow, and just become even more of a man.
Right.
That
Do you
was
feel
such a
like
daddy answer.
Yeah,
I love it.
I respect that.
That's real. You
Yeah.
gotta let your
Right.
children
Yeah.
fall on their face and
Yeah.
do whatever, because that's what makes them who they are.
Yeah.
Right. No, I feel
know,
I have a
so-
teenage son. I would love him to follow in dad's footsteps and do radio. So I feel that. Would you ever want to tour with your son, or?
No.
Why
Also
not?
a dad answer.
No, just cause it's like, no, but he's cool though. Like, he's chill. Like, he ain't no ego kind of kid.
That's awesome.
He's like anti-spotlight, really, you know. And he's chill. Like, he's a good guy, you know. So I wouldn't really have a problem with it. But I just, sometimes you can't beat the same person. Like, when I'm with him and my wife, I can't beat Lil Jon.
Right.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
because Lil Jon might just start, show your titties.
Oh my.
You know what I mean? Like,
A little weird
I
in
can't
front of
do
the
that
sun.
with him. You know,
Right.
I'm not gonna feel comfortable.
Yeah, right.
You know,
Like that?
he's
For
just
real?
Right.
part of the job, but
Right.
it's just like, oh no.
Yeah. Show your voter registration. Yeah.
But,
It doesn't have the same ring to it.
It's funny though. Like, I got him hooked up. He DJ'd in Cancun for spring break. He
That's
loved that.
awesome.
He just went to Vegas this weekend, and I hooked him up to go to Drake and all of that. So
Oh,
he's
wow.
like,
Wait, does he call dad like, yo, dad, you know, I need a little.
He hit me sometimes,
Really?
but the number one thing I taught my son when he was younger, like, we would go to like Adidas and get some free gear, or like Diamond, right? And I used to tell him, if you want some more stuff, you get disconnect and you stay connected with him on your own. I'm not gonna do this shit for you.
I love
I
it.
taught him that when he
Yes.
was like 11, 12 years old,
Mhm.
and he knows how to network now
Okay.
and make
So
his own
important.
shit
Yeah.
happen.
It is.
So, like, I think that's one of the greatest things I ever taught.
I love the new generation. Like, I went to an event out here, and I saw Jam Master Jay's son DJing an event. Thought that was dope. A few weeks ago, I saw Green Lantern's son. Green Lantern lives out here. His son's DJing now.
Wow.
So it's great to see the next generation of DJs doing their thing. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Love it.
Do you see your son, like, even though you're trying to be a little more hands off, do you feel like he's still kind of following the same path you did, or
No,
is he doing
he's doing his own thing. Like, I remember he was 11 years old, and we were in the car, and he could hear the DJ. He could tell which song was coming in. Like, I call it DJ ears. Like, he could hear the
Okay.
blend coming without the song being fully
He
in.
knew what was going to be played next.
Yeah. Well, he could hear it mixing in, and a lot of people can't get that, right?
Yes.
So he was like, I want to learn how to DJ. And so I got him hooked up to Scratch Academy, and he graduated like 12 years old from Scratch Academy.
Wow.
And like, he kind of always wanted to do his own thing. Now he's at NYU in the Clive Davis program, so he's learning everything
Wow, okay.
everything about music. And what's really full circle is that when he's home and I need to record, he engineers for me.
Stop.
Yeah, so he's recorded some songs.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Which ones?
I don't know. I don't remember. But he's recorded, like, when I needed something
Yeah.
done, he can record me. So
That's so cool.
I heard we have another big question.
All right, so you said your son just turned 21, right?
yeah.
Did you? And I know you don't like partying with him because of titties and stuff. But you know, you know
It's
how
Make
I love
it
a woman
weird.
that says titties. It's so like titties. Titties. Like
I got him. They're really
pineapple.
small, but I got him.
Oranges.
Did you take him out for his 21st birthday?
We-
And what did you guys do?
Me, him, and his mom.
What'd you let him do?
We went to go see Avengers. We were
What?
because he lives in Berlin this semester. He has to do a semester abroad, so he's in
Okay.
Berlin. So me and the
Your
wife,
son is so cool.
we
I know.
flew. We
I'm
flew
22, by the way.
to Berlin.
I'm just kidding.
We flew to Berlin to go like have dinner or whatever. So and just hang out with him for his birthday. So we went to go see and went to go see Avengers, and then his party was Vegas. That's when he went and partied
Okay.
with his, his uncle and his best friend. But me and the wifey just went to have dinner and watch Avengers. Because that's one thing we've always done
You're right.
as
Yeah.
a family is go to movies. That's
Right.
like our family thing. So, yeah, so it was cool for his 21st to do what we've been doing
Nice.
since he was a little kid.
How
All right.
important do you think it is to have that family thing that you guys do? Because I just had a kid. She's 8 months old. It's our first, so we're kind of building those things.
It's super important. Like, I had a thing that I was like, no matter what's going on, I cannot miss his birthday, right?
Oh,
I
So-
love that.
till he was 16, I was there for his birthday every year. And what's crazy is when Ye was at his peak, they called Usher to do Saturday Night Live, but it was on his birthday, so I had to say no.
Ooh.
Wow.
That's
Wait, you said no to
amazing.
Usher for Saturday Night Live?
Yeah, because it's
It
my
was his
son's
son's birthday. Yeah.
Yes.
And that was a big thing to me because sometimes
It's Usher.
Yo,
what Usher's
is your
calling
ringtone?
Lil
That
Jon.
tone is everything.
Shout
I
it.
want something that annoys me, like somebody's texting me.
It's important.
So no, I just feel like those memories are like very precious memories because you see stories and you see documentaries and hear celebrity kids talk about how their parents were never there and they didn't do this or they didn't do that, and even the parents say, I wish I was there more, I wish I could have done this and that. So I was always like, Christmas, Thanksgiving, birthday, I'm gonna be there for my son, so he has those memories.
I love it. I love everything. I love everything about this.
Gosh.
All right, let's talk about music-wise. What are we working on, John?
So I'm about to drop this new single with Mac Dre on
Yee!
Memorial Day weekend. So yeah,
Ooh,
I
that's
got in touch
soon.
with the family, his mom, and she gave me rights to use some Mac Dre vocals. So it's a Mac Dre Lil Jon song,
What?
and it's
Yeah, yeah.
I played it for some DJs, and they already like, this is out here. And I used, I produced Too Short's Blow the Whistle.
Right.
So I pulled up that same bass sound and made a new song with that bass sound, which is crazy because I did the beat. All right, so we went in the studio. On that.
Yes.
Like, let me
So,
start
you
from
want
the
full story,
beginning.
Yes.
So when we were, I got the vocals and we went in the studio and I went through maybe like 20 or 30 beats because I was like, this is Mac Dre. He ain't had no official release in how long? I got to respect the legacy. Whatever I put out, it's got to be crazy. So I went through all of these tracks and I got to one where I was really feeling it. And then I was like, the next day I was like, you know what? That ain't it. So we did a remix for Janet Jackson. And I used the same sound, but she never used the beat. So I was like, I told my producer partner, pull up that Janet Jackson and put the vocals on there. As soon as I heard it, I was like, that's it, which is crazy because I did it for Janet, didn't work. Well, that happened a lot in my career.
Right.
Somebody like Freak a Leak was
Petey Pop?
It's Petey Pablo, right? But it can't. I did the sessions for Mystical. Mystical passed on the beats, and Petey Pablo was like, "Nah, give me that." So like it's happened before where somebody passed,
Right.
and it turned out to be something crazy.
So this new song with Mac Dre, Mr. Thiz, was a Janet Jackson original beat.
Well, it was a remix for Janet Jackson.
Right.
It was an original beat that I did as a remix for Janet.
Which
She
song?
didn't take Made for Now, the newer one.
Okay.
But I had it like it was going.
When's this dropping?
May 24th.
May 24th.
Yeah.
Okay. We minutes away from that.
I know.
We minutes away from
Yeah,
that.
Memorial Day weekend.
Yep.
See in the mix show all weekend.
Oh,
PD,
Where you at?
He's right
The
there.
Cypher.
all weekend. We in the mix show. Yeah.
We got you.
I mean, we on the West. This is Mac Dre. It's gotta go.
Gotta be.
Yeah.
It's gotta go.
Got
So,
this nation. We got to do it. Are the classic Little John iconic pop culture phrases on this? Are we doing?
I
or is it
actually
new?
did an ode to like the Bay.
Hey,
And like,
I'm from the Bay.
She's from the Bay. Yeah.
and like everything I'm saying in my verse is like all Bay lingo. It's like I got
Really?
all the
Okay.
lingo.
Okay. What's the lingo? What's
Yes.
Like the yada that I mean.
Hell
the?
yeah.
What's in my
That's
verse?
my word.
Gigging,
Mhm.
Gigging.
perking.
They don't use that out here. Continue.
I just got
Educate me.
all of the lingo in
Okay.
my verse.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
So I think people gonna be happy with
That's
it.
dope. Well, we know everybody's outside, man. We could talk for hours, man. I feel like I just want to hang out, but everybody's outside. Literally, we're doing Cinco on Central. Everybody's outside downtown Phoenix. They're waiting for Lil Jon to take the stage, man. This has been awesome, bro.
good.
This is a left turn from what I thought the interview was gonna be, but I enjoyed you, man. This is
Yeah,
gonna,
I'm rounded,
bro.
man. I'm damn near 50.
Yeah.
47 years. I got a 21-year-old son. I'm not one of these high-ass
feel you.
rappers right now.
No,
You know what I mean?
feel you.
And
feel you.
I got a brain, ladies and gentlemen. I can think.
Yes.
I'm kind of intelligent. Kind of.
Hype
I'm
yourself
not a
up.
dummy.
Hype yourself up.
I'm just saying, y'all do a lot of interviews, and I know you're sitting there sometimes like, oh my God. Or even when you go to get the drops and the nigga can't read.
Oh my God.
Who told them about that session?
Oh my God.
Who told them about that session?
I
with that
know
artist?
because I used to be in radio too, so I know it all. You know what I mean? So I
Oh my
know.
gosh.
Yes.
And then it's just sometimes you gotta pull answers out of people. Like you just got them holding their hand, leading them along. They still ain't getting it.
That part. That part.
Yeah, like all of that. I get it,
How
bro.
do you
Can we
Like,
just say? Can we say we appreciate that?
Yes.
We
it's all
appreciate
good.
that.
It's all good. No,
Y'all. Happy Cinco de Mayo, morning
Yeah,
mess,
wow.
Little John. Let's go. Make some noise one time, Little John. Yeah. Let's go.